Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, you guys. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those good things. I just want to thank everyone for their support. All of the people that have supported my channel and still do. Those that other vloggers that come over to my channel and when they see something that's worthy of them, reiterate or speaking about, they give me a shout out. OG Jacario. There are other ones too that do. And I appreciate that. Okay. But I want to talk about, I was supposed to do this video the other day. Y'all been having so much stuff going on. Trust me, I've been really tired. Okay. Um, so I was supposed to do this video the other day, and I'm going to get it in before I have to get out tonight again. But I had said that I was going to drop a video on why Straight Drop was not represented by Yo Goddess Lawyer. Now, Art Horn is Yo Goddess Lawyer, and I like Art Horn. Art Horn is very handsome and he's charming. Okay, when I worked down at the CJC Center for many, many years, all of the women would go absolutely wild over Art Horn because he had, especially when I first started working down there, he had just became an attorney. So he was younger. He was very handsome. And Art Horn's dad was my gynecologist. His grandfather was a doctor too, but his dad was actually my doctor. Rest in peace to him, Dr. Horn. But you know, with Art Horn, I think a lot of people feel like even, Art Horn, I hear he's good, but he's not what you would call a high powered attorney. I think with Art Horn was one of those ones that was able to. I think he knows the law, of course, but he had a lot of charisma. He was able to like charm a lot of the jurors. Okay, with quite a few of the cases that he won, right? But he's now, he's gotten into. He was doing criminal law. He does accidental law. He does, yeah, accidents because that's what I see up on the billboards when I'm driving through Memphis. Okay, and I know he does criminal because he was at the CJC Center, and I think they did him and Wales did civil, and I guess now he's an entertainment attorney. Okay, because he kind of aligned himself with quite a few other celebrities around the Memphis area, like Penny Hardaway and Drama Boy, and he kind of aligned himself in those circles, I guess, to get business right. Well, when this situation happened with Young Dolph, of course, I had when I was just sitting back, just kind of watching before I really, really started doing a whole lot of vlogging on the case. I think I had just started vlogging, and I promise you, when Straight Drop was on the run, I had said to myself, I'm going to pay close attention. I did a video on it too. Before anybody even know who Art really started getting into who Art Horn was. Um, they deleted a lot of those videos. Y'all know those bloggers. And so I said it's going to be interesting to see who who Straight Drop retains as an attorney. Once I see who he retains, I'll know 100% the direction, as a whole lot of other people that knew. I will know for sure what's really going on. Even before when people wanted to really stay neutral, that was definitely a determining factor, right? So then I was looking at the news, and sure enough, Jeremy Pierre said Art Horn attorney, and I thought he read a statement, and they were saying Art Horn had said that his client was going to turn himself in coming Monday. Now I know I done got older. I'm in my mid 40s now, so maybe I done got see now. Okay, I was a little younger then. Okay, but I thought that's what he said. Okay. So then later on, Art Horn released a statement when Straight Drop was when he was caught, and he released a statement saying that he never said that Straight Drop was his client, and he didn't know anything about Straight Drop other than, and I'm not saying it verbatim. It's something in a approximate, okay? So I'm around the area of what he said. Um the proximity, okay? And so he said that he his employees and some family and stuff kind of gave filled him in allegedly on who Straight Drop was, and he says, I'm not representing anybody that um is accused of killing Young Dolph. Now, I never known an attorney to even say that they was going to take a case. Now, did he take it or not? Because he said he wasn't his client, and then he says that he's not representing anybody that that was killing. Now, everybody else that was accused of taking out Young Dolph, everybody on the outside of the country knew that Straight Drop was on the run and for killing Young Dolph, a Memphian. Straight Drop is a Memphian, and so you trying to tell me uh Art Horn, who is a entertainment attorney, didn't know? Okay, but if that's what he said, I guess we got to believe it, right? That's how attorneys are, right? um but so I knew it was something that was going on. So I said that I felt like that Art Horn, and I felt like that, that the people that hired him to do this was trying to set him up. They never had any intention on, um, you know, helping him, in which they really didn't. I guess they felt like they held up their part of the bargain, and hey, that they felt like I did what I said I was going to do. I gave him the money or whatever. I, if he got it all right. I think that's what Teasy comes in, okay? Because Teasy was for a Straight Drop, okay? And so he might have been one of the only ones that was for him, okay? Which is probably why he's not here anymore. Rest his soul, okay? And when I say that, I feel like Teasy may have felt like he had an obligation to make sure that Straight Drop was did right, because it's a lot of people wanted to renege, I'm hearing, and been trying to back out. And I think as the gang leader, maybe Teasy or felt like he needed to be that person, which is probably why you started seeing him post a lot of the stuff that he was posting in the coming days before he was killed. If you ignore me, you're gonna feel me. You know what I mean? He was putting stuff into the atmosphere. If you put me last, you're gonna know about it, or something like that. And he could have been talking to anybody, but he talked about snakes and stuff around him. Like he seemed to have been really bothered. And then Teaser was not living, I'm told, in the city of Memphis. He was not. And here's a bombshell right here. I'm told, I know they was talking about Teasy was supposed to go to Orlando or something like that. And maybe he was, but I'm told that whatever messages, and I'm not privy to what those messages was, but whatever those messages was between him and Straight Drop, it brought him back to this. They're feeling like that's what brought him to the city. Okay. I'm not privy to what it is. I don't know. I just know the police know. Okay. Now I'm gonna just leave it at that. But why did Straight Drop, why was Straight Drop not represented by Yo Gotti's attorney? Okay. I'm told the reason that he was going to represent it. I'm told that MPD jumped too fast and let it be known that they was going to bring Yo Gotti in for questioning. And Art Horn could not represent him because he is retained by CMG. Okay, he is CMG's attorney. They pay him a monthly fee. He is retained by them, so they are priority. And so that would have been a conflict of interest. He could not represent Straight Drop. Okay, and I think, and I'm gonna talk more about this situation in the members as it relates to what I was getting ready to say. I was ready to put it all out there, but I'm gonna go to the members, okay, and talk about that. But that's the reason why that he dropped Straight Drop, is because they had let it be known that they was bringing Yo Gotti them in for questioning, and so when this happened to Young Dolph, and he had to drop straight drop. He had to drop him. Okay. So all of this is interesting, you guys. You know, as it relates to this situation, this unfortunate situation, I still, when I talk to people, especially people that are right in the midst of this, and I'm talking about whether it's anybody. I'm gonna tell you something. Art Horn is kept abreast of quite a bit of stuff, so he's able to give them a heads up on a whole lot of stuff. So it ain't nothing that they really don't know. Okay. But we'll talk about all of that in the members. But even when I talk to people that are in the midst of this, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's somebody, people in the DA's office or whatever, I think um, there's nothing. Nobody really feels good about any of this, especially with a young man losing his life and things of that nature. You have to understand there was so many Memphians that were fans of Yo Gotti's music. Okay, that is working in positions now where they are around Yo Gotti's age, where some of them um, were just fans of his music, wanted to see him do well. I was a fan of some of his music. And so I think everybody's energy is the same. It's a little different when you're on the outside of the city and you go, well, it's easy to say, well, Memphians should have did this. Memphis, how come they ain't did that? That makes me mad. And don't get me started, because I said I was gonna stop cussing, okay? Because my people don't be liking when I cuss. I apologize for that, okay? But you have to understand when somebody comes from your city. I think that energy is like that with everybody, whether it was Mo3, whether it's um, somebody from out of Atlanta, all the rappers in Atlanta, New York, the people in that city, especially if they're from that city, they are proud, especially when they are successful, to say that artist came from my city, and they have some type of, not emotional attachment, but I guess some kind of pride about, that's a Memphian. You know what I mean? Um, hey, because when I've been out of town, if there was ever any, even now, like I go somewhere, I have to go somewhere and I'm out and people notice my accent and they ask where I'm from. And I say I'm from Memphis, they'll say, "Oh, that's where Young Dolph from Memphis." Yeah, of course. If even, I mean, the white people ask about Young Dolph now, but they'll say Elvis. I go, yeah, yeah. So you have to understand, like, it's a lot of people feel like, dog, this is messed up. This is completely messed up that, you know, um, that this stuff happened and what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, especially, and I'm gonna say this, especially with Dolph losing his life, contrary to what anybody thinks. Um, I don't care what side a person is on. When a lot of people that don't say it, that have human feelings, sit up and say that it never should have happened. I know some dudes in the trenches. I dated one from up in South Memphis, hard to the core. Okay, good dude that was kind of that hang around, play a fly, black them all the time, that knows black youngster them very well. Because black youngster was like one of the youngest to them, right? What they call them. They the OGs. And even though they're very methodical, they them old type of old, they don't say a whole lot. The only thing I could get my ex-boyfriend to say was he shake his head and said, "No, Dolph was a good dude. They know that shouldn't have happened." Man, that dude was helping people. He helped people for real. Like that dude, he'd be in the trenches. That dude was a giver. They was wrong. They shouldn't. They know they shouldn't have did that. They know. They broke the code on that one. They weren't supposed to do that. And these are dudes that black youngster would call their OGs. So regardless to what people say or don't say, folks are not in agreement with that at all. Okay, they're not in agreement with it. So, but anyways, y'all, yeah, hey, that's what had happened. It um, Art Horn is retained by them and gets a monthly fee. And when he was told, and I need to write, because I was told so much stuff. They was like, you need to write this down because I forget. Okay, I was just talking to them again. Write it down. I said, okay. So that's the reason why I wrote a lot down. I'm gonna go into my members and tell you all the rest, okay? But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App or Super Thanks, okay? I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.